The GMen Show 30. Goodbye, Mac Pro.
Yeah, it's the GMen Show. Talking fruit, tech, and ego. Hot takes, cold coffee. Still hitting every keynote. They roast your phone. No. They roast each other. Tips, rants, one after another. Is that a feature or just a bug? Either way, it gets a shrug. GMen Show. Turn it up. Let the fanboys know. Questions, rants, or a nerdy confession. Call in now. Join the obsession. 703-828-46777. 703-828-46777. Yeah!
And welcome everyone to the G-Men Show. He's Gaz, I'm Guy, and that's why we call it the G-Men Show. It should really come as no surprise that Apple has quietly removed the Mac Pro from the Apple Store. Maybe the bigger question should be, why did it take so long? Hello, Gaz. How are you, sir?
Hello, Guy. I am absolutely spomrific. Thank you. Very good. Good week. Voice is a tone slightly deeper today on this podcast. No, me.
Oh,
and the reason
you know what? I was going to say, you've been, since we've connected, you've been very quiet in the way you speak. So
well,
I'm guessing there's a reason for that.
Well, it's not a big reason, but it's we had a Gaz's mum's 85th birthday party last night. And
wait, your mother or
my
Mrs.
mother?
Gaz's
Yes,
mother.
Yeah, my mother. Now,
okay.
Why 85th? It was because she couldn't have the 80th because that was during the peak of COVID, so she missed out on an 80th, and has strangled through to get to 85. So and
God bless her. That's what I say.
Up on the dance floor, still drinking plenty of vodka and tonics and smoking like a trooper. But there you
Sounds
go.
like my mother.
Cracking on, that's all I could say. And so a few drinks was had last night, and that's maybe why I'm perhaps a semitone deeper than normal.
Okay.
But normal stuff this week. Out cycling, did 2 big rides,
Nice.
a 55-miler on Tuesday and a 30-mile mountain bike on Thursday, and yeah, plenty of Wilf wanderings. Very little on my Mac. And I don't need to do that anymore, do I? Definitely don't need to do that now.
There's news on that front.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing very well. You talking about your mother reminded me of my own mother, who was also very fond of vodka tonics. And the big difference was she liked hers with lime, and we just happened to have
no difference. There's no difference. That's exactly
she likes the
what.
lime
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
See, we had a key lime tree in the backyard.
Vodka lime and tonic is what she likes.
Yes.
And it very specific measures of each as well.
Yep.
Yes.
So she would be like, "Go out and get a fresh lime." So I'd have to go out and pull one off. Oh, we learned how to mix. My dad was a Scotch and soda guy, so we're making Scotch and sodas for Dad, and vodka tonics with lime for Mom. Or
you do realize you've just upset. You do realize you've just upset all of the Scots that may or may not listen to this show because you don't mix whiskey with anything. You know?
Well, my dad liked good Scotch, and we didn't have a lot of money. So he had to make it last. Yeah.
And that's fair enough.
That's what his deal was. God bless him too. I miss them both every day. So last week was very busy for me. I went to, I think I talked about this last week. I was asked by Donnie Yankelo, longtime friend of the show, to come to the school that he teaches at to talk to, make sure I get this right, 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th graders about podcasting and what they do at this school. It's actually kind of cool.
Can I ask you, because I'm not really high up on what sort of age group that would be in the UK system.
Mm-hmm.
So what age group are we talking?
Oh, 5th and 6th graders are still in elementary school, and 7th and 8th is middle school.
Okay, so are we talking like 7 or 8?
Age.
10?
You're talking, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, age, yes.
All right,
yes.
all right.
How old are they?
We're talking about 10 and 11 and 12 and
Right.
13-year-olds.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
coming up on the wonderful part of life known as being a teenager. And
Yeah.
anyone who's ever had kids knows that that's not always a wonderful time, but putting all that aside, they were great. They really, really were great. The older ones came in first and pretty much paid attention the whole time that I was talking about it. And I brought out a lot of the gear that I brought. I brought a lot of gear. And as it turned out,
Donnie actually, he brought you in smoothly, so you felt like you knew what was going to happen.
I did not. I had no idea how things were going to go. Both sets of kids. Now, my original plan was to have all this gear and show them how it all connected to the computer and the software and how it worked and all this. And that's not what they wanted to do. I brought out the microphones and they're like, oh, I want this one. I want this one. And they all ran back to the part of the room where they actually create podcasts for the school and used the equipment that was already there and then just held up the microphones, pretending like they were using the microphones. But they had a good time. And that was the part that really
Bit like us, really.
Yeah.
We pretend to use microphones, don't we?
No, I use my microphone all the time. But there was a point I was going to make and it just kind of
I'm sorry. I've misled you down a path which you didn't want to take, haven't I?
It's not that I didn't want to take it. It's just that it forced the other thought out of my head. I will try to find some links to the podcasts that they have done for the school and put them in the show notes. So if anyone who's interested can look at them and find out more information about the school and these kids. But one thing that even in the little interview that I did with two of the kids from before was, they don't, because these are all very young children, they don't want to put out their actual names. But for me, it's difficult if I don't know who it is that I'm speaking to. So when I was talking to these two kids for the interview some number of weeks ago, I was like, okay, just so that I've got something. It's like, you're Wilma, you're Betty. So it was Betty and Wilma from the Flintstones. And that rolled over into the talk because they got out these, those little adhesive name badges.
Tags. Yeah. Yeah.
And they all had made up names. So I had all these weird, and most of them, I don't think these kids had any idea. It was like Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. They have no idea who those characters are.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I know, but it was really a lot of fun. And Donnie, I appreciate the fact that you invited me. Oh, I remembered what it was I was going to say. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the school, they had other people like me come in to talk to the kids about, what they do as adults in real life. So they had a photographer, they had, just all different kinds of people. And then the coup de grace, I think I said that right, was
coup de grace.
Coup de grace, right? Grass would be a whole different kind of party. Donnie's son is in a metal band. Well, they brought the metal band in to perform for these kids on Friday.
Wow.
Oh, and it was like, okay, well, I have a feeling they were probably like the most exciting part of this whole 3-day period. But it really was a lot of fun, and I appreciate the fact that I was included. It was great. Before we get on to anything else, I told you before we started to record that I had a surprise for you.
You did actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've been looking at, and now we have a little ditty, not really we have a little ditty for Gaz's tips, or Gaz's tips. And we also have that little sound bit that we play for the snippets. So I was looking in Suno, which is, the AI song creation thing, to see if I could come up with something else for Gaz's snippets.
Uh-oh.
And I've got something here, and I'm going to play it.
Gaz's snippets, headlines fly, we just clip it. Bite-sized buzz, you won't miss it. Hey! Tap in quick, Gaz's snippets, blinking, you get the gist of it.
Okay, now, the problem with that is, in my mind, it's too long.
Yes.
So I thought, well, there's this tool that's in Suno that you can speed it up. So I sped it up a little bit. And if that's too long, there's also this.
I think I prefer the third one.
The third one. Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah. And I want everyone to know that I did not create any of that with this beautiful Heil PR35 microphone.
You see, you lost out there, because what I was going to say to you was, did you take the mic that you're using today, and did any of the children pick it?
Oh, no, I did not.
Which I was going to lead in, which I was going to
using.
lead into. What is the mic you're using today? But no,
Oh.
you just jumped straight in.
and
You
I
wouldn't
blew the
let me
bit.
get in there. No. You have to take over everything.
I
don't you?
blew the bit. I am so sorry. Everything that is currently
Never
connected-
apologize, Guy. Never apologize.
Okay, sorry, I did. Every single thing that I've got connected to do this podcast, whether it's cameras or mics or stands or any of the rest of that, didn't touch. I'm not touching anything in this setup for as long as it works the way I expect it to.
And on that note, I think we should pop over to Gaz's snippets.
Oh, hold on.
No, I was
No.
joking when I was joking when I said I like the third one. Let's just stick with what I've got, eh?
Okay.
Right. Okay, I did play it. I'm not going to reverse it out and play it again. I'm just going to jump straight in.
I will.
So, apparently I saw this, and although it's a bit of a rumor, I thought I'd like to see your reaction and see what you have to say about it.
Okay.
Apparently, it's becoming ever more apparent that John Turnus will be Apple's next CEO.
Yeah. It is looking that way. And honestly, I don't know enough about the man to have an opinion. I know that he's kind of followed the same, more or less the same.
Well, I've
career
got to
path.
say, Guy, if these sort of things keep coming out, there'll be a book about John Turnus in about 2 weeks, and you'll be able to learn everything you need to know about him, I'm sure.
The John Turnus story. Starring
Yes. Yeah.
Mel Blanc.
Apparently, Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference returns the week of June the 8th.
Yeah.
There you go, from 8th to the 12th. macOS Tahoe 26.4 update.
Mm-hmm.
It's got bug fixes and security patches.
Oh, big security. Huge security patch. So if you haven't updated your Mac stuff recently, go and see if you have a security patch, because I can pretty much guarantee that you do. And it's important that you take care of that toot sweet.
iOS 26.4, iPad OS 26.4 updated with new emoji, keyboard accuracy fix, and more. Probably some security stuff in there as well, I have no doubt.
Wait a second. Keyboard accuracy
fix. Yeah, apparently there's been a well, do you know, that doesn't surprise me. A lot of people I've been talking to recently have gone, why did it do that? And they're using iOS and they're going, why does it keep typing those words? So I think it may, whether the accuracy fix is on where you're hitting or the response that it's giving to you, I'm not sure. But
you're talking about like on-screen keyboards.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking you got a mechanical keyboard. If you hit key,
it's iOS. It's iOS. I did say iOS. You just weren't listening. But that's normal. That's normal. Apple could face new taxes in Poland under a proposed digital law services. Services law, even.
Well, that's more of a hit on the people that purchase the products
Yeah,
than it is
Poland
on
is
Apple.
reportedly moving forward with a proposed tax to tax certain digital services revenue at up to 3%. So they're taxing the revenue. So whether Apple then decide to then pass that on or not may well be a different thing.
Okay.
More on this to come, but a UK regulator, Ofcom, welcomes Apple's age verification in iOS 26.4. More to come on that. Apple TV has landed 15 2026 BAFTA Television Award nominations. I'm not going to go through what they've been done for, so I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
macOS Sequoia and macOS Sonoma, Sequoia 15.7.5 and Sonoma 14.8.5 have been released. Go out, get them ASAP.
Yes, if you have older devices. Or just didn't feel like updating to 26.
Apple details 4 new ways it's bringing product component manufacturing to the US. Excellent. Sounds good. The very next article I saw, Apple signs meaningless deal to make some less important parts in America. I just had to put both of those in.
If only we could combine these two stories into one.
I think someone has. Older Apple Watch, iPhone, iPad models get updates 18.7.7, Watch OS 8.8.2, and Watch OS 5.3.1. So again,
if you still have that gold one.
Yeah. Apparently, Google's Translate Live headphone translation feature has landed on iOS. Good news. Apple gives rare bonuses to iPhone designers to deter departures. Apparently, Bloomberg has detailed that Apple recently awarded rare bonuses to iPhone hardware designers last week. The bonuses are said to be worth several $100,000 and are viewed as a way to deter employees from departing for high-paying startups like OpenAI.
Yeah, well, what they don't say is there's 100,000 employees, so they just gave each one of them $1.
Apple discontinues the Mac Pro with no plans for future hardware. It's the end of an era. Apple has confirmed, I'm sure we're going to be talking about this later, but Apple has confirmed that the Mac Pro is being discontinued. A new App Store policy requires medical device disclosures for some health apps. Huh? I would have thought that would have been
like
the norm.
Obvious?
Isn't that just obvious? That just threw me.
You know, Apple, as you're going through these apps and the app says health monitor, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to use the health related
I've just realized. I've just realized though,
or a watch.
I was reading this in my head the wrong way round. Let me read you a sentence, and it might make more sense. Starting sometime last week, some App Store apps must declare whether they are regulated medical devices in the UK, US, and Europe.
Oh,
now
regulated. Okay.
Yeah. So that might make the difference there.
That makes a little bit of a difference. Okay.
For All Mankind, season 5 is now streaming. That was the one that you kind of watched and then stopped watching, and I kind of didn't watch and then started watching and continued watching. So yeah,
I've seen it all the way up through season 3. I haven't watched season 4.
New Apple immersive video of the BBC Proms concert is now on Apple Vision Pro. How long is the Apple Vision Pro for this world? I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Oh, okay.
You almost reacted. Apple are now sending critical security alerts to iPhones running iOS 17 and earlier. Apple has begun pushing out lock screen notification to iPhones and iPads running older versions of iOS and iPadOS, warning users of active web-based attacks.
Yes.
Apple says that no iPhone in lockdown mode has ever been hacked. Apple says that there's no record of a successful spyware attack against any device running lockdown mode. the opt-in security feature it introduced in 2022. Now, there's a challenge if ever I saw one.
Yeah. It's like, well, if we weren't trying to do it before, we are now. Thanks for putting us all on a target, Apple.
Apple's last tower topples, and the others will follow. Okay, that it just what others? What? Pardon? What are the towers?
There was
What
one.
are you talking about?
There was one.
Incredible. Apple brings on Google Shopping VP to lead the AI marketing push. Apple has hired former Google VP Lillian Rincon as its vice president of product marketing.
Rincon,
yeah. RIN. RINCON.
Struck me as not as funny as Segoen, but it did strike me as funny.
It's getting close. Okay. However, if you are a Mac Pro fan, they are still selling the product through its certified refurb store,
and those will be all brand new, manufactured within probably the last 2 years, and it doesn't really matter because it hasn't changed for 6 years. It's a very expensive product with a very limited lifespan. So if you want to spend money on it, go for it.
And that is the end of Gaz's Snippets. I really don't like that. I really don't like.
Oh, you like the longer one instead?
I don't like any of them.
Okay.
I like the 2-second short one. No,
okay.
No, it won't be the last time, Guy.
No, probably not. I'm weird that way.
I don't want something which is longer than the actual piece that I'm doing.
It's weird. When I first put in the parameters to make something, I forgot to put in a time limit, and Suno pumped out this like almost 3-minute song talking about snippets. And it was like, okay, well, that's
okay. Yeah. I do like the way you said make it shorter, and it just speeded it up.
Yeah. Let's very briefly here talk about the Mac Pro. And what I have here is goodbye, Mac Pro. We hardly knew ye, because I don't know anyone who bought one. Do you, Gaz?
No, I do not.
No. So the Mac Pro is no more. It has ceased to be, and so on if you're a Monty Python fan. The Mac Pro, the last Intel holdout, is now gone. And even, Gaz, even the $400 wheels are out. Do you remember that? They had that bolt-on thing with the wheels so that, if you wanted to take an $8,000 computer out for a walk, you could do so if that was something that you wanted to do. The Mac Pro, even after they updated it, it was practically obsolete from the moment that it came out. It was very, very expensive. There was very few things other than storage and memory that you could add on to it. I think there was like maybe one company that made a graphics card that you could put in it, but that was it. If you wanted to add more storage, you could. If you wanted to add more memory, you could. It was very expensive to do so. And I'm not talking about Apple's ridiculous prices for updating or adding on memory. It was just because it was such a niche device, there just wasn't a whole lot there for you to upgrade with. And it was not long after it came out that the M series chips happened. And I kind of guessed that it was dead when Apple first released the original M1 Mac Studio.
Yeah.
because there was no reason for it anymore. And for some reason, I have no idea why, they continued to build it. And I don't even remember where it was built. Was that one of the ones they made in the States,
I
or
think it was.
assembled in the States kind of
Assembled.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assembled. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was probably the biggest reason that, they still were making the damn things, because I can't imagine it was a big seller. And of course, nobody knows what Apple's sales figures are anymore because they don't release them. But this could not have been one of the, oh my God, I've got to have a Mac Pro, especially once the M series chips came out. The writing was on the wall, but they continued to sell it for like 5 years
Yeah. Yeah.
after the Studio came out, which was better and cheaper in every single way that
Well,
was
for the
possible.
certainly for the vast majority of people, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, for the vast majority of people, just get a friggin' M4 Pro Mac Mini, and it'll do well. I mean, because you're still on the M1, right?
Yep.
Has it ever failed on you?
The only I did a bit of a test when I first got this in comparison to an Excel spreadsheet and a number spreadsheet, and the M1 initially struggled with doing lots of calculations in a big spreadsheet.
Right.
But that was a bit of an odd test, really. It's not the sort of device that you're really going to be doing lots of big spreadsheets on. But it's never failed me. I mean, it has failed me occasionally, but it's so occasion and it's, and I would deem it to be some software glitch rather than the actual processor that's been failed me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually talked about this I was on for Mac Eyes Only last Saturday, and it's all available on YouTube, and I'm sure Mike will be putting it out pretty soon. When would be the best time or what is the limit for when you upgrade from an earlier Mac? And all three of us agreed that if you still have an Intel Mac now, upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Where the difference seemed to come is which M series chip is old enough to make it worth upgrading to a newer Mac. And for me, I was basically saying, if you're on a M2 or M3, I don't see the point in upgrading, because for 99.9% of the people out there, you're not going to see a difference. Now, if you're doing, 8K video with, 15 to 20 tracks and all the rest of that, yeah, okay, go ahead and get a Mac Studio once they're upgraded to something else, which will probably be relatively soon.
And if you're doing that, you're in a different world. You're in a different world to the sort of
than us mere mortals. I mean, if you look at what I'm doing right now, I've got Ecamm going, it's recording video. I've got Farrago open. I've got Hindenburg, it's recording video. I've got Farrago open. I've got Ecamm Stream Deck program going so that I can, move stuff around like this and do all kinds of cool things like that. And there's like nothing is slowing down. Nothing is stuttering. And this is an M4 Pro. And I was telling Mike, because we both had, or you still have it, but I had the M1 Mac Mini as well. And I was very happy with it. And the only reason why I got the M4 Pro was because I was going to lose my job soon. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to upgrade in the future with a more limited income.
Yeah.
So I figured I would go ahead and do it and get the newest thing that I could while I still could. But I'm still on an M1 MacBook Pro, the 16-inch MacBook Pro that I've had now for 4 years. And it's still going great. It's a great computer. The only reason why I would think about trading it in is because it's just so damn heavy. Walking through an airport with that, an iPad, an additional monitor, one of those flat screen monitors.
Yeah.
All my recording gear. all in a backpack, I get to wherever it is I'm going and I'm lopsided. Whatever side the backpack was on, that's the way I'm leaning. So I have to almost walk sideways so that I don't fall over. I'm kidding, of course.
He's not.
No, I'm really not. I would like to have, and of course it's my own fault, a few less things in the backpack as I'm walking through airports. It can be a pain in the neck, literally. So I'm thinking at some point in the near future, I'll probably get like an M4 or maybe even M5 MacBook Air just to reduce the weight a little bit. Because even with everything that I'm doing, it's still not going to tax it, the M4 or the M5, because it's just a great processor, and they're optimized to do all those things.
And as we say, actually, I'm on the M1, and it's still, and excuse me, even on some of the iOS devices, the iPad devices that may not be on the M series, but still on the old Apple A series, they are still cracking processors.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So if you're still on an Intel Mac, you don't have to go and grab an M3 or M4 or M5 to be able to play in the schoolyard.
And not only that, I mean, it all depends how much you want to jump into the world of AI and some of this stuff and the intelligence which is kicking in now. But you don't have to jump right up to the latest and greatest, and you'll see a massive improvement from your Intel days, definitely.
But you could probably pick up an M1 Mac Mini or M1 MacBook Air or Mac Pro for pennies on the dollar. Like probably $300 will get you a really well-equipped M1 or M2 Mac Mini. And those machines are amazingly fast.
Absolutely.
So the Mac Pro is gone. Even the $400 wheels are gone. And I don't think they're going to replace it. I don't see the need for it.
I think you're dead right. I think it's basically, it is now a dead item. It's served them well in the past. But now it really is that Mac Studio is something which has really taken the area by storm. I think people and the small Mac Mini now. I mean, as a server, that's I think the biggest problem that the server industry is having with Macs, with Apple changing those Mac Minis, is that the fact they keep changing the size of them, but now they are so small. I think they probably like the fact that they're getting smaller because they can put more into a smaller space and keep the whole place cooler as well. So
yeah, and for the most part, well, I mean the fan that's in the Mac Minis are dead silent. You can't hear them. But in a lot of the newer machines, they don't even need fans. Like the Neo does not have fans. The MacBook Air doesn't have any fans. I'm a fan of the MacBook Air though.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like the way that you did that.
Oh, you're nodding your head, aren't you?
Hit it. Gaz's tips.
Mostly.
Gaz's tips.
Mostly.
Gaz's tips.
It's time for
Gaz's tip.
Very good, Guy. I like it. Do you often use the contextual menu when you've highlighted some text in a document on your Mac? Well, did you know that once you have the text highlighted, if you press Control and Return, the menu will pop up? Yes, I know that you can right-click on your mouse or trackpad once you've highlighted it. However, if your hands are on the keyboard and you've used that to highlight something, I do that a lot with obviously the arrows and the shift key, then you don't want to have to go back to your trackpad or mouse. So using Control and Return will give you the contextual menu of any text that you've highlighted in your documents. Because there are lots of things in the contextual menu which, of course, you might use to copy, paste, and there's many other items in the contextual menu that you could use.
Yep.
Did you like that one?
I did.
Good.
Hit
Thank
it.
you.
That's the end of Gaz's tips. That's
Most
the
of
end of Gaz's tips. That's the end of Gaz's tips.
Is that the end of the tip?
Will you let me
Gaz
finish?
Gaz, you are absolutely right.
Okay, there we go. Oh, did you know I'd gone to Suno and made a Gaz's Tips new song? No, I'm kidding. I did not yet.
Yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what concerns me.
And
You've got the thing is, I do like the fact that you're retired and you've been able to get chilled out, but you've got too much time on your hands to play with stuff
I
like
really, really do. And I don't have a good outlet for that time. I spend so much time. I get, because I do have things that I need to do. I need to convert older guys' daily drives into audio so that I could upload those to the for people who don't know what is the name? Damn it. Spotify. There we go. To the Spotify link that I have for those older ones. And instead I'm watching stupid YouTube videos. I don't get it. It's like I said, I got things to do and I procrastinate like crazy. And I'm sure everyone
Can't
is stunned.
yeah,
that revelation.
I can't believe that at all, really, if I'm honest.
If you would like to support the show after I just said I waste a lot of time, you can do so by going to coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot. You can also PayPal through paypal.me/MacParrot. We don't have much in the way of social feedback, but we do have a phone call came in. Are you excited about this?
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Guy has a Google Voice number. The G-Men want your call. Call him now.
Yeah, that was Jeff. Thank you, Jeff Gammett. You're gonna love this. Here is the voicemail, guys.
We interrupt whatever bit of silliness those two guys were engaged in to let you know some entertainment news. It is official. F1 is now an Oscar-winning movie. We now return you to the GMen podcast, already in progress.
Thank you, Greg. That is New York Greg, everybody. We love him. Thank you. So what do you think about that? I mean, Oscar-winning movie. Wow. I can't wait to see the sequels.
But do you know what Oscar it won?
Wasn't it for like best bird call or something like that?
Best music.
Best music. Okay.
Soundtrack. I think they used the word soundtrack.
So nothing really about the actual movie itself.
So really, if you just want to listen to the Oscar-winning soundtrack, then at least you don't have to waste your life watching the damn thing.
Yeah, you can just go to Apple Music and listen to it all right there.
Great. Yes, thanks, Greg.
So, yeah. See, you can't hear it in his voice, but I've known Gaz for a long time, and that was more along the lines of, thanks, Greg. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude.
Did you play something from somebody who actually rang up and so far hasn't been charged for making a call?
No, but I did get a text from him, and we're talking about Christoph, and he said he did not get charged.
It's just incredible.
Yeah, he's in, I think he's in, is he in Germany or Austria?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Christoph, you need to send me a message and tell me what country you're in. I'd like to know. Okay. If you've done an Apple podcast review and we talk on the show about it, you need to let me know so that I can send you something that will utterly amaze and change your life. And that is a Woo Tea. And Gaz, a Woody is a big W, big O, big T, little I, little E, exclamation mark. That is a Woody.
Do you know, you do very well because I just wouldn't get that right at all. I'd get it all wrong. All over the place I'd be with that.
We've only been talking about it for about I don't even know how many years ago it was.
I know, but you're the one that says big W, big O, big O,
true.
big T, little I, little I, and I falter, I stutter.
You're just used to hearing it, not saying it.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
That's the problem right there. One of the things that you can send us is a bumper, and we will use it on a future show right there at the beginning. You can say whatever you want about us. If you make a bumper, please keep it between 5 to 10 seconds. And if you have to use naughty words, that's fine, but they will be beeped. Gaz, if people wanted to get a hold of us, I'm sure there must be several ways that they could do so.
I'm sure there are several ways. The best way to contact both of us directly through Guy
Yeah.
is to send an email.
An email from Guy.
To gmenshow@icloud.com. You can also contact myself on various social medias under the pseudonym of GazMaz. That's GazMaz.
I blew it. Cars.
You did. You did the parrot, didn't you?
Yeah. No. I went Zed. I didn't say instead of saying cars, which means right from the start I blew it, and I knew it that I blew it, and I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Will you let me finish?
Yes.
You can also contact both myself and Guy on the Twitters and the Skies of Blue. I'm still going to call it Twitter, and it's the pseudonym there is Guy and Gaz, GUYANDGAZ.
Cars.
Right.
His name was Guy.
Wait, hold on. I screwed up.
Guy says,
"Pay no attention to that guy behind the curtain."
Guy's the one. Guy.
Guy?
You remember Guy?
"No fooling."
How would they contact you?
You can go on over to the Twacksters and contact me as either MacParrot. There we go. Or VertShark. Same thing with Skies of Blue. It's MacParrot and VertShark. There we go. All right. And I'm pretty sure I could be mistaken, but Christoph knows that we have a Google Voice number.
Call 703-284-677 for the My Mac podcast with Guy and Gaz.
That's not right though, is it?
That's 703-284-677. Get in touch now. Your call is our tech driven 11. 703-828-4677.
Okay.
There's a problem. I've just realized there's a problem with that though now,
What?
isn't there? Well, listen to the start and it says contact Guy and Gaz on the My Mac podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to change that, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, just so happens that I have.
Have you got an alternative?
That's right, Gaz. 703-828-46. And you can call us. And if you're outside of the United States, like Christoph, then dial a 1 and then the number. And you may, now Christoph didn't, but you may incur charges if dialed direct. Some of the other stuff, there's Guy's Daily Drive that I keep procrastinating and not doing enough of. And of course, Tales from the AI Verse, which I haven't done anything with in a really long time, though I have lots of stories ready to go. So I don't know why I'm being such a, what's a good word? Not procrastinator. What's a good word there, Gaz? Idiot?
A good word, numpty.
Numpty. Yeah, I don't know why I'm being such a numpty about it. Stupid git.
It's gone from a numpty to a stupid git.
Same thing.
Well, not really, no.
No,
but
I guess not. The thing is, I don't know what either one of those mean, but I know they're not good.
They're not.
Yeah, it's not like, right. You get in line to speak to the king and you go, hey, look, it's the numpty git king. And yeah, no, that would not be appreciated. Don't really think so. Or if you go to the White House, you know what? Let's just stop
move
right
on.
there. Move on from there. So this is the end of the show, and I would like to say to all of you, all numptiness and giddiness aside, that we really do appreciate the fact that you download and listen. If you do one, you got to do the other. To the GMen podcast, it is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay. Gaz, I think that we're good enough.
Yes.
Oh, he's shaking his... Oh, he said yes. Good. But he was like this. Yes. And that we're smart enough.
No.
Even better. Clear as mud. And that, doggone it, woof, walf, wilf, walf, woof, wolf, that crazy, crazy barking dog whenever anyone comes within 600 yards of your home. People like us.
What's a lawyer's favorite drink?
Tell me.
Subpoena colada.
If you like subpoena coladas,
end it.
Rain.
So you can all go home and there's nothing to worry about. Get out of here now. Go on home and go home.